Hello, Taurus, my dear Tauruses. I am smiling because I am a Taurus, and even though I've already done my reading today, specifically for me, this one relates as well. So the first image that I see is looking into a big pot of food, as though you should have been stirring something, but you didn't, and you're looking down now and it's all burnt on the bottom. Food is very important to most Taurus. So I think this is really relevant because it is food. It's about the senses. It's about nourishment as well. And what it feels to me as I'm looking at that pot is that it's almost as though there are certain areas in your life where you don't want to stir the pot. You don't want to shake things up too much because what you've got and where you're going seems good enough. It seems all right. It may even seem good. But there's a certain point at which you've put your head down and you've ceased to look up and say, what would I like that's different than this? Sometimes you just get so comfortable. Sometimes we just get so comfortable with what we're doing that we can easily get into a kind of routine that is supportive and maybe perfectly nice, but isn't actually thrilling or exciting or stimulating. And it can be in many areas. It can be in any area. It can just be a general attitude of life. So, they always say about Taurus, we like our security and blah, blah, blah. It's true. We do. If we were a tree, we'd be a rhododendron bush. We would be spreading our roots so far before we grew in any direction. That would be us. We like that sense of solidity. The thing is, what you're doing, what you're being challenged to do here is open your heart to love. It's really interesting because it's not just, I don't think this is like a romance reading. It feels to me like when you are in that state of loving that comes from the center of your being, you don't have the fear of movement. You do get very playful. Taurus can be extremely playful. And when you're in that state of feeling connected to that divine sense of love, there is a lot of opportunity for you to be able to really look at what you'd like in your life, engage divine presence, and really just say, yeah, you know what? I'd like it to be different. That's the thing. Taurus, we are manifestors. It is one of the things our sign is known for, is that we can manifest easily. And I've certainly experienced that. I remember my sister saying once, what is it with you? You just say you want this and somebody offers it to you. And that has been very true in many areas of my life. The thing is, if we're not really looking at what we would really like, it's not going to come to us. I was doing it quite unaware of the fact at the time. It was just like, oh, geez, I'd really like a new couch. And then somebody leaves town and leaves me all their living room furniture. And that happened twice. It's happened with many other things. What I haven't taken the time to do at certain points in my life, at many points in my life, is to really stand back and go, okay, this is okay, but it's a little boring. Do I want to be here in 5 years? Do I want to be here in 10 years? Do I want to die in this condo? Or do I want to live another chapter of my life? I chose to live another chapter of my life, by the way. You have to stop and ask yourself the question, Taurus, is this enough? Is good enough good enough? Or do you want more? You are being asked to stir the pot, to take a chance that if you allow yourself to really look beyond just getting things done, survival, being secure, if you can look at life as something that's meant to be having aspects of spontaneity and silliness and just not worrying about what it looks like. What might you want? How would you like your life to go? What kind of choices might you make differently, right? And the thing is, Taurus, it doesn't cost anything to imagine it. Imagine it, reimagine it, build it. You can, because you're very in touch with your senses, it's quite easy for you to imagine what something might feel like, what something might look like. You're going to be strong in at least 2 or 3 of your senses, possibly all of them. Lean into those. Let yourself dream in Technicolor and imagine, where can you stir the pot? When is something getting old and stodgy and stuck on? And you're being asked, is good enough good enough? All right? And there you go. There's your faith card. Okay? You're being asked to have faith. And understand, please, this isn't just about living a nice life, a happy life, a more abundant life, whatever it is you might want to create. This is about building your faith, because as you manifest your life, as you start exploring what would you like more, what are you holding back from because of fear, because of whatever judgments that you have about something, you get to know yourself more. You get to start developing that relationship with a deeper, more internal part of you. And that's what this life is about. And that's what you're being offered. And, the thing is, you don't have to do it all working. You can work too, but you can do it with play. You can be spontaneous. You can take chances, okay? Don't let the pot burn on, Taurus. I'm going to follow my own advice. Take care.